gonna try to talk loud.
Throughout the rest of that guy's breakup and we'd be fine.
Wait, is it a breakup? Oh! Is he being broken up with on the phone? Sorry.
You seem so excited about that.
I thought Luke was gonna beat him up. Wait.
So I'm gonna do a poem and have a song in the background. The name of my poem is is called Still I Rise. There it is. August 23rd, 2016, we embarked on this unsung journey, time, dedication, and untold story, waiting to be shaped at. We greeted it with hesitation, the fear of the unknown, it lingered on our minds. Over 300 days, together, alone, how would we survive? Like Walking Dead, like Game of Thrones, members gone, came and gone, who will stay alive? AmeriCorps is the core, the foundation, holding our sights, the roots. Here they said we'd find the fountain of youth. Guess I'm proof that in the truth, life has taken tears, cuts, and bruises, a few accidents, just 14 screws, and an endless amount of internalized pain. Nothing stays the same. I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. But what happens when they're born into broken systems, built on racism, classism, all isms? This is prison on earth. The regular staff will never understand how we just trying to let each child know their worth. We want justice, but how is that measured when not everyone's blessed with inherited success? Chaos hugged me on sight, minimal gear was thrown to the lions, no bite. But if I did get bit, was I prepared to fight? Self-advocacy, to speak on the wrongs, to speak up for your own rights. Never enough time. Oh shit, I forgot I needed to do timesheets, data logs, and monthly reports. And squeeze in the travel time, my daughter showers, then time to tutor. For my students, I go that extra mile, because I see the bigger picture. Picture perfect, then walking down that rewarding aisle. Called the school mom, because it's in my nature to redirect and protect the future. Paulo Ferry is where we teach and preach justice, but no one wants to talk about the internal, unmarginalized, broken systems. A shit show, a effing mess. That's why I give my all. English, history, social justice, substitute, and even study hall. Rise, my dear child, even after you stumble and fall. Sometimes there'll be disappointments after disappointments. With me, disappointments on top of appointments. Then back at it to do it again. Another day, another dollar. Literally getting paid $5 an hour. You do the math, because the money surely ain't the motivation or what made me choose this path, or what gives me the power. I am the struggle, your living example that the sun will shine after the storm. Young life, the petty shit y'all worry about now won't matter anymore. One door closes, another will open, bigger and better than before. As we grew, as we rise, we realized that one day, disorganization, mayhem, injustice, resistance, and even dismay will be turned into resilience, accountability, equality, perseverance, a success story, I pray. Count each day like it's your last, because I can show you how $900 a month can go so fast. Miss, I need help. Shit, I need help too. Subsidized housing, side hustles, and that blue card too. The weary will not be able to walk a mile in our shoes. The weak will not be able to do what AmeriCorps do. And no other year would be able to live out our truths. Breaking walls down, reaching, teaching, connecting, we did it all for the youth. Countless obstacles, seeds unplanted, days without rain or sunshine, set up for failure with a zero chance to survive. But yet God got me, my family, my support, my determination to thrive. Shout out to my haters, my roadblocks that don't want to see me make it out alive. But I'm on the come up, watch out now. Don't be surprised, I will still rise. So, I just want to talk a little bit about my year, I guess. Just a little bit. What's my time?
1 minute.
That went by quick. Alright, so Okay, so I'm someone who is not new to AmeriCorps and have done AmeriCorps Vista and State. So, wait, hold on. Sorry, wrong page. Reflection can be beneficial in the sense that you get to spend time with yourself and look at positives and negatives, what worked and what didn't, how you felt at that specific moment, what you learned, because that's what life is, a lesson, what could have been done differently. Unfortunately, being a Libra and the way my life is set up, I'm constantly making decisions and, making decisions that can affect me in short term or long terms. Reflection can be a hard thing to go through because it's a process, and it's something that takes time, and time is something that we never have enough of. And also because it makes you vulnerable. It can make you vulnerable. Life requires so much out of us, so to rustle up old feelings and thoughts can be strenuous, bring anxiety, just to name a couple of other feelings that when you reflect. And sometimes you can go through like a feeling of defeat. So to reflect on this past AmeriCorps year is tough, but very much needed, so that mistakes won't get made in the future. See where I've grown and still need to grow. Talk about the things nobody wants to talk about, aka vent, or, keep shit real. I expected to go through this year gaining new skills, working with youth, gaining new experience and new opportunities and connections. Reflecting on this 2016-17 year, I feel like I failed. Perhaps because my year has been fun-filled with trials and tribulations that I haven't been able to fix or make right at this current time. And also turn negatives into positives. Okay. I am someone who's not new to AmeriCorps and have done AmeriCorps Vista and State, so I know how AmeriCorps members can be treated. The small incentives we get and the daily struggle we signed up for. For me, overall, it has allowed me to gain new experience in youth work, community-based nonprofit work, and even public health as a whole, like doing AmeriCorps. I've learned that I want to continue serving youth, primarily at-risk youth. Two strong reasons because of my childhood and upbringing, and the other reason is because of I have a 8-year-old daughter. Doing AmeriCorps, I've been able to just make it. Because with the help of subsidies and aid to keep food on the table and barely pay my bills, if I get a higher paying job, then things will probably be different. Like, I still need to provide and do all those other things, but some things will be sacrificed as far as money-wise. In a sense, I've been caught in a cycle because it's safe. This year, I've dealt with numerous barriers at my site. I don't really have a beautiful success story. It wasn't all rainbows and butterflies. The reality is, I've been put down, discriminated against, had tons of pushback, no supervision or support. You know that saying, if it looks like a duck, it sounds like a duck, then it's a duck. Like, flat out racism. There's been times when opportunities and accommodations should have been made available to all AmeriCorps at my site, and I feel like, to all AmeriCorps at my site, but continue to be made to those who could advocate for themselves the best. If there's one thing I've seen firsthand at site is privilege. Mostly white privilege, but privilege, the kind that people use when identifying with whatever benefits you at the time and getting away with it. Briley and I were forced into teaching an essential student success class that turned into like a social justice class that turned into like, it's just like playing movies and, I don't know, just doing whatever. And that really had no structure, but we made it ours and built relationships with a bunch of freshmen who didn't want to be there for an hour and a half, who had already mentally checked out at 2:30 every day. So you can picture that, then you'll understand what we went through. I learned was accountability, pushing through what was initially or uncomfortable situation, showing up, being there every day, a familiar face, someone that the kids could count on to see every day. just me being there to listen when I honestly felt like my neck was in so much pain, or felt like a screw was loose, or felt like my head was going to fall off. Despite all these hardships, I built a solid relationship with one student that I've gone above and beyond, and I'm proud of her. So many times the quiet, shy ones that don't ask for help go unnoticed. And I observe a lot, so I've seen the need for these kinds of students, and I see that they need someone to just check on them. And I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing in my life, but I can guarantee you that I'll be doing something, living, taking on and mastering this thing called life. Still I rise. And that's it.